Hi, this is a review of the order trading system activity for February 14th, 2022. We had 5 trades on that day, 4 were buys and 1 was a short sell. First trade was BLDP. That's Ballard Power Systems Incorporated, tripped at 11:25:22 a.m. at a price of $9.56. It was a short sell. Excuse me, it was a buy. It closed at 928, up 0.11%, up 4.20% after hours. So it made a big recovery after hours. So let's just see. 11:25. Yeah, see, it was right. It basically hit a peak around that time and then just dropped off. So there's no positive there for the day, so we'll see if there's a possibility. OBB came down. MACD not too bad. DA sideways and Bollerman sideways. I can't use technically pre-market or after hours as an indication because this is supposed to be based on evaluation of the activity during the day, not after. And activity after or early morning is showing the stock is doing quite well, but the indicators are just not showing it. So I can't make that a positive. It has to be a negative because of the movement of the indicators are not showing it. So just trying to keep in line with what's being evaluated, which is not obviously after or pre-market activity. Next trade is CDEV. That's Centennial Resources Development Incorporated, tripped at 11:46:02 a.m. at a price of $8.22. It was a buy. Closed at 8:821, down 1.44%, up 1.10% after hours. 11:46. So it tripped here, maintained it, dropped, but you can see here in the later afternoon period it jumped right up. 8:31. So we're talking roughly around 2 o'clock. To 3:48, so we're talking close to 2 hours of positive activity there. But then you can see it came down at the end of the day to around tripping price. Take a look at the indicators. Volume up and down, but you can see nothing drastic. You can see the end of the day is dwindling off a bit. MACD came up, and you see coming down at the end of the day. Day up here in the mid-afternoon, which is where it showed its positive activity. At the end of the day, moving negative. And Bollinger same thing. This little bump here and then moving negative. So Bollinger Band kind of indicates that the stock was somewhat moving sideways, even though this little jump here at the mid-afternoon brought up a bit. So there's a little bit of positive activity in the mid-afternoon period, but the stock mostly moving sideways. Next trade is IBIO. That's IBIO Incorporated, tripped at 1:21:24 p.m. Price of 38 cents. It was a buy. Closed the day at 39.04, up 4.75%, down 5.35% pre-market. So that shows you this stock here is having problems today. But anyways, it still ended the day positive. And for a penny stock, that's a cent is a good price increase anyways. OBB not too bad, MACD not too bad, DI not too bad, Bollinger not too bad. So it's unclear what's going on this morning, especially when early morning activity or pre-market activity on the market indicators are showing somewhat positive activity. Next trade is IBB. That's iShares Biotechnology ETF, tripped at 2:10:33 p.m. at a price of $126.90. It was a short sell. It closed the day at 127.68, down 1.84%, but up 0.45% after hours. Let's see, 210. Yeah, look, hit a floor. Hit a floor. Volume has a somewhat downward trend. MACD came down, up, and then NDA down. MACD down, down. Volume ran up, down. I'm gonna call this a possible, but just not a strong possible. But the indicators look like they're still moving down. Next trade is JWN. That's Nordstrom Incorporated, tripped at 2:55:08 p.m. at a price of 21.70. It was a buy. It closed the day at 21.51, down 0.97%, up 0.42% pre-market. 255, so that would have been around here. So it did come up here, so roughly around 326. Maintained it for this little peak here. So 326 to 340, that's almost 15 minutes there where it's positive, so I'm going to say it's a positive. Very short period, obviously. It's one of those short time frames, but you can see it peaked up for 15 minutes above its stripping price, which I consider positive activity. LVV bouncing back and forth, a little bit jump here, and the end of the day drop off. MACD, see, it came up and then downward a little bit. DI, early morning activity positive, mid-afternoon active positive, moving negative in the end of the day. Bollinger Band, same thing. At least the Bollinger Band showing that it was rising in the afternoon period, and then the end of the day closing drop period. So stock technically was moving positive in the afternoon, sideways in the morning, end of the day closed a bit negative. So that stock was all over the place. So anyways, that's 3 out of 5 stocks positive and 4 out of 5 stocks possible. So 60 and 80%. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.